Hi there, VC. It's Steve Whitty here. Another video. This is being a bit of a quite a common occurrence at the moment. Doing three videos in 3 consecutive days. I'm actually going to be a few more videos. There's some contest entries I need to get done, but I won't do them tonight. I'll probably do them tomorrow and Thursday. So I hope everyone's well. Now, excuse me while I just have a quick swig of my coffee. Thank you. There we go. So I've just come back in from work, and this is a recent finds video, volume 107. This is all my finds I got from Friday to Sunday, and I did quite well actually. Quite a good haul I got for myself. Some curios, but the vinyl wise, I think I did very well. Probably might be a bit longish, so I hope you stay with me. So first up, I'm going to show you a couple of DVDs I got. This one is Yes Symphonic Live. It's a 2-disc set. It's a CD, a DVD, and the CD of the performance. So it is from 2001. So in the band at the time was John Anderson, Steve Howe, Chris Squire and Alan White, and the keyboards was Tom Brislin. So, as I said, got your DVD there, and then you've got your CD there. So that one's a bad little package. I need to upgrade my DVD player actually to a Blu-ray. It's quite an old machine. I've only recently just got one. I've got a few DVDs I've got to play. Such as another one I got, very cheap, but it's Rush in Rio. This is really, you could say, from their comeback tour, and it documents the first time they ever played South America. This is so you've got a 2-disc set. Well, it's actually a 2-disc set. So disc 1 is the actual concert, and disc 2 is like a documentary and some multi-angle views. There is some what's called Easter eggs on there. You've got to listen to the reference and press enter, and you might be able to unlock the By Tour movie. I'm really pleased to pick that up, so happy with that. What I need to get hold of is the actual CD version. Now, a couple of curios that I picked up, and I got them for cheap. This is Anderson, Bruford, Wakeman, Howe, An Evening of Yes Music Plus. It's a limited edition box set, fragile. 4,612 I've got here. And basically what you've got inside, you've got a 2 CD live disc and a 2.5 hour video. Now, the video is not going to see the light of day because I haven't got a video recorder. I'm not really going to go out of my way to purchase one. However, the CD is what I'll be playing when I finished doing the video. And also, in that vein, I managed to pick up this. This is Queensryche, and this is Operation Mindcrime Live. This was recorded at it's Madison in location at Madison, Milwaukee, and La Crosse, Wisconsin, between the 10th and 12th of May 1991. And you've got a nice little booklet there. Again, you've got a live CD and you've got the video tape. So to have a live album of Operation Mindcrime, I know there is one available when they did the reissue. I think it was 2 or 3 disc reissue a few years back, which I've got somewhere. So I was pleased to pick that up. Moving on to the CDs, quickly show you those. This is Caribou, and this is Swim album. Caribou, very much sort of like a dance ambience artist. It's not bad. I recommend checking him out. I also got here Johnny Cash, American 4, The Man Comes Around. Obviously, it's got his version of Personal Jesus and Hurt. Hurt, I would have to say, it's in the top three my favourite tracks of all time. It might even be my number one. I think there's Johnny Cash. Obviously, his health was failing at this time, and this performance, and then the video, subsequent video. It's the video I think makes the song. There was a dignity. He held a dignity about it. Facing up really to his end, and sort of showing the vulnerable side. That yes, I've made mistakes. He transformed a song, a Nine Inch Nails song about heroin abuse, into just a personal epitaph. It's a triumph. Jane's Addiction. This is live and profane. This is a double CD. I think this is a bootleg. Because you can't sell it on Discogs. When I looked to put it on. So it's basically two concerts. Recorded in Los Angeles and Dallas in 1987, so it's very early Jane's Addiction. So I'll be interested to see what that's like. To give that a listen. Moving across the channel, this is Karen Ann. This is her, I think, her debut album from 2007. I do remember liking this. I had a download of it when it came out, so be pleased to reacquaint myself with that album. A couple of CD singles from Kula Shaker. This is Tatva, which was, I think, their third single. And then the follow-up, Hey Dude, both were top 10 singles in 1996. Crikey, where's the time flight going on this? Last Shadow Puppets, The Art of the Understatement. This is Alex Turner and Miles Kane, a collaboration. I got this for 40 pence from the Jericho Centre. I can't believe how cheap I got that. To see it there, and it's the fact it hadn't been snapped up, I thought I'll have that. A band that's a personal favourite of mine, this is the Magic Numbers. It's their second album, Those the Brokes. They've got a new album coming out soon. Just like the harmonies. When the debut album came out, I think they're two brothers and sisters. It's two brothers, two sisters. It's two brother and sisters that form the band, and the harmonies are just absolutely corky. When it came out, they sort of reminded people of the Mamas and Papas a little bit. I managed to saw them live at Latitude Festival in 2007. They just absolutely blew the place away. Soundtrack, Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels. I think it's one of the great British movies of all time. You've got some songs like Junior Murphy, Police and Thieves, Pete Wingfield's 18 with a Bullet, Fool's Gold, Stone Roses, but it's interspersed with dialogue from the actual film itself. And then just finally, I'll show you this. This came with this month's Mojo magazine, the Mojo Machine Turns You On 2018. And you basically got tracks featuring tracks from Courtney Barnett, Ezra Furman, Riley Walker, Jonathan Wilson, Kahungarabin, who I've heard a lot about, and I hope I pronounced that right, and Natalie Prass, amongst et al. So I'll be interested to give that a listen. So I spent a lot of time on the CDs. Excuse me. Let's move to the vinyl. So Friday, I had a really good day at the local shop. Peter had come back. He brought a collection of a family. Basically, the father had died, and they needed a quick sale to, and a lot of the records he brought were in great nick, but some of the covers weren't. Some of them. And for instance, for £5, I got myself a copy of Tim Buckley's Goodbye and Hello. Got it on CD. Never thought I'd find a copy of this on vinyl at such a good price. Equally, to find a copy of Happy Sad in for £2. You can see the cover's well beaten up a little bit. Vinyl looks in immaculate condition, so I'm looking forward to listening to that. Again, never thought I'd find a copy of that so cheap. On Sunday, I went into. I wasn't planning to do any purchasing, but I went into my local town centre, have a coffee, think of some ideas for contest entries on the VC, and I thought, you know what, I'll just stop back at the British Heart Foundation just to see what they've got, if they've got anything. And amongst the overpriced Val Lunigan, Harry Seacombe, Max Bygraves, et al. Albums was this Cream on Top for 99 pence. It's basically a 4-track compilation. You could call it a mini album. You've got Badge, Spoonful, Politician and Toad. So, something to add to the Cream collection. Even more surprising was to find a copy of Curved Air's Phantasmagoria. Now, this came out in 1972, and it's the group's last album that charted in the UK. And I think they pretty much split up for the first time just after that. Features Marie Antoinette on there. That was a guy who was actually I was paying for it, and the guy came to me, "It's got Curved Air," and he goes, "Yeah." I said, "They got Marie Antoinette," and I just lifted the cover because the cover was a bit loose, and he goes, "Yeah, they got it." And he goes, "Oh, you lucky man." 99 pence I got that for. I'm amazed. Yeah, you are amazed. Sometimes you'll have some charity shops that'll just put overprice their vinyl, and some clearly the pricing, they'll do the pricing based on how popular the artist is. Sometimes they've never heard of them, and obviously with the Cream one and obviously Curved Air, they just put it 99 pence because the cover was so tatty. So back to me record horse stores fine. In the £2 bin, there was some Donovan. So this is the real Donovan. This is released on the Hickory label. It's an American label. This is an American release. Cover. Yeah, absolutely stiff cardboard. Really good quality cardboard. This is basically all his sort of like early folk stuff. So on here. So you've got Catch the Wind, Turquoise, Colours, Josie, you know. So this was a US release only. And then I found this Sunshine Superman. Now this is an American Epic release. There you go. The vintage yellow Epic label. Obviously, it's got Sunshine Superman on here. But what was interesting when I was doing a little bit of research on this came out in America first, and it preceded it by a good 6 months from the looks of it before it got released in the UK. Donovan's album sold more in the US than it ever did in the UK. He was more seen as a singles guy. So you've got Sunshine Superman, Season of the Witch, Guinevere, amongst others, Burt's Blues. Another Donovan American release, and this is Where You Love Like Heaven. I don't really know much of the tracks. Released in 1967. Bit of water damage on the cover. Again, you know, a couple of quid this cost me. Got the lyrics on the back, so yeah, very pleased with that. And then finally, another Donovan. I've got this is for little one, and again, I don't really know much of the tracks on this album. Again, another American Epic, and it says here this album is record number 2, a deluxe Donovan package, a gift from a flower to a garden. So there must be another album floating around on here. So yeah, I was really pleased to find that. I've not got much Donovan, probably a couple of singles, and that's about it. Housemartins debut, London 0, Hull 4. And that's represent the fact that the guys were based in Hull at the time. It was sort of like they were met at Hull University. So you got Paul Heaton there, and obviously other well known is Norman Cook on bass at the time. You got Stan Cullimore on guitar, and he's actually from my hometown, Sutton Coldfield. And you got Hugh Whitaker on drums. Now, they became very successful very quickly. Happy Hours on here, and Think for a Minute. Then they had a number 1 single around Christmas time in 1986 with their version of Caravan of Love. But success didn't sit easy they were very vocal in their left-wing views when it was Thatcher's Britain, and it's fair to say that the press didn't take kindly to him, and it got to Hugh Whittaker a little bit, and he left the band not long afterwards. Bit of a curious, well, not curious, it's the Little Richard story. It's a double album. This is on the Joy record label, and you can tell how old it is. Pre-decimalisation, 39 shillings and 10 pence. Now, don't ask me how much it is in new money. For those you don't know, it's 12 pence to a shilling, and I can't remember the life of me how many shillings made a pound. So it's got all this stuff that you got on there. Rip It Up, Hound Dog, Whole Lot Shaking, Go on Lucille, his version of Blueberry Hill, Keep a Knocking, Good Golly Miss Molly, Long Tall Sally. I don't know if these are the original recordings or they're re-recording jobs. I'll find out when I get to play it. Again, £2. This is Randy Newman's Sail Away. This is his third album from 1972. So the cover's a bit well worn on here. On the album, probably the best known track is Simon Smith and the Amazing Dancing Bear, which Alan Price was to have a hit with in the UK. One of the early adopters of Randy Newman's songs. Got Political Science, Don't Know How, 1903, God's Song. He gave us all his love, and the title track. It's my third Randy Newman album, so really pleased to pick that up. Put that back in. This one, I was surprised to find. This is Diana Ross's soundtrack to Lady Sings the Blues. Now, this is the film where she played Billie Holiday. 2 disc sets. I've never seen the film, and I believe Diana Ross got nominated for an Oscar for her role. I think Berry Gordy was trying to push Diana Ross. She obviously was seen as the big star within Motown. And inside you got little booklets with scenes from the film, and you probably gather from looking at it, it wasn't it ain't a barrel of laughs. We all know how it sadly ended for Billie Holiday, but I'll be interested to have a listen to this. I believe there's some dialogue in here as well as songs. Imagine it's Diana Ross actually singing Billie Holiday's tunes. So, then move on to Toyah Willcox. Toyah, this is from 1980, The Blue Meaning. Probably the best known track on here is Aya. This is sort of like still in the punkish new wave. It's whatever colour hair that is at the time. So yeah, sort of interested to have that. That cost me £1. Then finally these. Oh, sorry, no, not finally. Found this Traffic, Best of Traffic for £5. This is US Best of on United Artists label. It's all the stuff when Dave Mason was in the band. So you got Paper Sun, Dear Mr. Fantasy, Hole in My Shoe, Medicated Goof, Feeling Alright. Really pleased to find that. That's my third. Well, no, I was going to say third Traffic album, but I lied because I've got a fourth one. It is The Low Spark of High Heel Boys. Again, this is an American Island release done through Capitol Record. You can tell distinctive cover. At this point, Traffic albums weren't charting in the UK, but they were charting huge in the top 10 in America. You see, yeah, Island Records available from Capitol. I've got to be a bit careful because the inner sleeves is a bit torn. Get that back in. There we go. Again, this only cost me £5 because the sleeves are a bit worn. This came out in 1972, I believe. And then from 1973, this is, if I can read this right, Shootout at the Fantasy Factory, the penultimate album. This is the band lineup at that point. Again, another top 10. Again, another Ireland US release. Again, another top 10 album in the US for the band. So really pleased to find some Traffic at such a good price. And then I've got two final curios here. This is it's sort of like a mini LP that came with Record Mirror. I think you bought tokens. Got tokens from the music paper and sent it off. So you got two tracks from the Mighty Lemon Drops. You got a track from Westworld, Bodines, and World Party. So a bit of an interesting listen, that one. And then finally, I managed to rescue one half of a double album called the Marquee 30 Legendary Years. It looked in good nick, and I thought, I'm not going to throw that away. The guy, they let me have it, basically. Yeah. So get on here. It's basically a compilation of bands that are supposed to have played the Marquee. Queen, Elton John, T-Rex, Mott the Hoople, Rod Stewart, Thin Lizzy, Status Quo, Derek and the Dominoes, Layla. I'm not sure Derek and the Dominoes ever played the Marquee. Clapton might have done. Who, Free, Cream, Spencer Davis Group, Fleetwood Mac, Peter Green's Fleetwood Mac, Yardbirds, Small Faces, Jimi Hendrix, David Bowie. So I rescued that. So VC, that ends that recent haul. Thank you for. I hope you enjoyed the albums. I know I got some reaction when I showed them some of them on Facebook. If you're new to the channel and you like what you see, click on the subscribe button. As you mentioned, did my video yesterday, 201 subscribers. Really pleased with how that's going. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Love the interaction. Feel free to comment. I'll always get back to you. So VC, I'll leave it there for now. So enjoy your Tuesday night. Take care of yourselves. Keep spinning. More importantly, keep smiling.